Audiopedia. Description: we provide a free service targeted to blind and visually impaired Internet users that help them learn from Wikipedia. Wikipedia is the largest database of knowledge ever known to mankind, and yet it is essentially inaccessible to individuals with limited vision. Note that all text is licensed under CC by SA, and all images are also Creative Commons, various licenses. Here you have an example of an article. The word accent. Accent. Definition: accent means a distinguishing regional or national manner of pronunciation. It also means a manner of articulating the sounds of another language that is influenced by the phonology of one's native language. Every person who listens to this article, for example, has an accent. Your accent carries the story of who you are. Who first held you and talked to you when you were a child? Where you have lived? Your age? The schools you attended? The languages you know? Your ethnicity? Whom you admire? Your loyalties? Your profession? Your class position? Traces of your life and identity are woven into your pronunciation, your phrasing, your choice of words. Someone who tells you they don't like the way you speak is quite likely telling you they don't like you. Yourself is inseparable from your accent. Indeed, an individual's accent is so much a marker of the self that experts in forensic sociolinguistics are used to identify speakers in legal cases in which the identity of the speaker is at issue. Every person has an accent, even those who do not communicate with voice. The deaf have an accent in the way they use American Sign Language. In fact, like skin color or attire, accent is a characteristic we routinely use to identify someone as unfamiliar or foreign. But while most people understand that discrimination based on visual appearance is wrong, bias against foreign speech patterns is not universally recognized as a form of prejudice. Title VII of the Civil Rights Act of 1964 prohibits discrimination based on national origin. Though courts recognize that accent discrimination can function as the equivalent of prohibited national origin discrimination, in practice, plaintiffs in accent discrimination cases almost never win. A new research by University of Chicago psychologists Sherry Levari and Boaz Keyser confirms that accent might reduce the credibility of non-native job seekers, court eyewitnesses, or college instructors for reasons that have nothing to do with xenophobia per se. The experiments they held proved that people find the message less believable when the messenger has an accent, because non-native accents make speech more difficult for native speakers to parse and thereby reduce cognitive fluency. That is, the ease with which the brain processes stimuli. Instead of perceiving their speech as harder to understand, natives are prone to perceive their statements as less truthful. So what happens in the brain when you hear an accent? Everyone has an accent. Everyone has an accent, but when an employer refuses to hire a person with an accent, they are referring to a hidden norm of non-accent. A linguistic impossibility, but a socially constructed reality. People in power are perceived as speaking normal, unaccented English. Any speech that is different from that constructed norm is called an accent. Bearing all that in mind, I am wondering if I also have an accent. So, after listening to me for a while, can you tell things about me? Where I have lived? My age? The schools I attended? My class position? My ethnicity? And do you believe what I'm saying about accent? Do I have credibility? Why?